Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. My name is Sway. Thank you so much for clicking. I appreciate it. Guess who? You. I'm about to jump right in because I am. If you've seen my other videos, if you have not, please click the link below. But I am going to try to do all these couples. Season 4, episode 3, Seeking Sister Wife Can't Clip These Wings. I'm going to try to do that in one video, and I'm trying to get under 2 minutes, so let's go. So I'm going to start with the least interesting couples this week to the most interesting couples this week. So if you want that TT, if you want that tea, you want to stay to the end. Okay? So let's get started. We're going to get started with Cidian and Tasha. Who are the Joneses? Now this is going to be very brief. They've been on other seasons. If you feel like it, go back and check them out. I'm not. I feel like it's not worth the time, energy, nor strength. This again is one of them couples. It was a man and a woman and his wife. And they introduced another person. And guess what? The man chose this new person versus his wife. The wife got out of Dodge and left. And now the new wife is the wife. And they seeking a sister wife. I got that right. So they talking to this Philippine girl who Tasha with an O, her name is Tasha, Tosha with an O, was working with and thought that she would be a good fit for their family. So now they talking to her. They ain't never met. I don't know how long they've been talking, but they ain't never met. They doing all this over FaceTime and over the phone and all of that. And so we ain't even got to talk about them next. Let's go. Next people we gonna talk about is the Mary Fields. Now these are one of my favorite couples, y'all know. But we picked up where we last. This is why the show y'all need to come on, because how long are they gonna be on this date in this Airbnb? We episode 3 in, they still on this in this Airbnb in this one day. I mean, come on. I mean, that's why I'm making one video. How you can't stretch this material like they doing. Anyway, we talking about the Merrifields. They sitting around this is after the crying episode with Bert and Gary. They sitting around at the table eating a little chicken, barbecue dinner, whatever, and Leah starts cutting up. She just starts showing out. She like, oh, yeah, you know, I work 8-12 hours a day. I don't think it'll be fair if I come home and have to do laundry. I shouldn't have to cook and clean, you know, if I'm out here working 12 hours a day. Girl, you seen the show. And Gary didn't hesitate. He like, wait a minute. I am the proud owner of my own custom built company. And that's too much time for you to be away from home. Everybody needs to contribute. And she going on and on about her career and all of this stuff. And they like, oh, this is a red flag. Two things. Either Leah playing them. She know that, but she got to play the part. You know what I'm saying? She can't come on there like, yeah, I'm going to quit my job. Blah, 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 blah. So she got to either come on there and play the game, or she coming on here just to be on TV to front and play games. Because, come on. Come on, Leah. You think you about to be working 12 hours a day away from Gary? He need his women close by. You know that. So I don't know if they playing games, whatever, whoever, whenever. That's where we left with them. So now they like, oh, we got red flags with Leah. Leah like, what's up? What's up? Where we go from here? They up in the air again. We gonna start off at episode 4. They still on this first date. Oh, next couple. Next we gonna talk about this Nick. And he done went out on his date. It's the day after he had went out on his date with Danielle. I do know her name. She's 22. And of course they slept together. Nick couldn't wait to come to the table and tell us all the business. We slept together last night. First thing he said. Then they talking about, you know, the other 2 wives was in the other bedroom, but midway through the night when they felt like Nick and them was done, they comes and gets in the bed. So all 4 of y'all big grown people got in this bed. That's what I mean. Like this Nick. This Nick. So of course, the 2 ladies, April and Jennifer, guess what they got to do the next morning? Get up and do what? Go to work. So they got to get up and go to work. And Danielle and Nick just sitting. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all this. I'm going to give Nick one thing. I'm going to give this Nick one thing. He will make you a cup of juice. Or he will fix you a cup of juice. Because at the beginning, he was making them, they all cooking dinner and doing all this stuff. Nick make them juice. He fixed them a cup of juice. Same thing. It's the next morning. Nick like, do you want some juice? Nick will fix you a cup of juice. So Nick fixes her a cup of juice. They talking about it. They like, ooh, I had a good time. Ooh, I had a good time. I ain't talked to the girls yet. I would like to talk to the girls so we could talk this over. And blah, 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 blah. That's it. They leave it. She's still rubbing all over him and all of this other stuff. She leaving. He like, I'm gonna be thinking about you. She like, you better believe I'm gonna be thinking about you. Trust and believe I am. Girl, get out of here. So he talking about most important is keeping our relationship, meaning with April and Jennifer together. Next, let's go. Next couple. Let's get to the real tea this week. I'm doing good. I'll get under my 10 minutes with this. I might get under 9. The real tea this week is the Epps. See, now I must recant because when we first got introduced to them last week is episode 2. I wasn't feeling them. Like, I didn't like how they presented their story. I didn't like how this little Marcus came off. I didn't like India. I mean, I was okay with Tara, but I just didn't like how they presented themselves as a couple. And I must take that back because they gave us a little bit more. And right now, there's one person that I see that has a problem in this family. We're going to talk about her later. But we talking about the Epps now. He going on a date with this girl, Bina, right? Now, Bina ain't new to them. Bina is a family friend of Taryn and Lil Marcus. And she done known him for a while. She knew they been doing sister wives, but she was like, nah, he going through a little phase. I ain't finna mess with them like that. I keep my distance. I push my brakes. I'm back here with them. But then she reached out. It's been 12 years now, so she like, well, you know, monogamy ain't working. So I might try something else. So that's where we at with her. They go on a date, right? And so Taryn and India actually fixed the date up. And y'all go see the date later. And it was cute. She set up a little cute date for them. But before they go, they sitting there talking. And Taryn's like, girl, it's getting real. India like, I know. We've been talking about it, but it's getting here. And Taryn like, so, you know, what's up? How you feeling? And India like, well, I know we've been talking about it, but seeing him actually go through the process of falling in love with another girl, I don't know if I could do. I ain't ready for that. Herein lies the problem. Okay. India interrupted this man's family with this other man's wife. Engaged while he's still married. Figure that one out. But this was before Taryn was with it. And she was just being the side mistress chick, right? She was all for being a new, fresh one in. She was all for being the one in the relationship, moving things too fast and all of this and all of this. But now that it's time to open up the family and bring another sister wife in, India is a no-go. India upset. Sorry about that. India upset, India mad, India want to know she want to be involved in every single step of this process. She like, Marcus came and was like, you know what, I didn't marry you before we, took a ride. I ain't married you before we took a ride. So when can I talk about this with Bina? And India is like, Taryn's like, you don't have to tell me. I mean, when it's organic, when it come up, handle your business. India was like, no. You need to tell me. I need to know. Okay, this is just me. I wouldn't be surprised if we found out Marcus had an entire, mind you, he is an elected official in Euclid, Ohio. If it came out and we found out that Lil Marcus, had a whole nother family in Ohio or anywhere else for that matter, I wouldn't be surprised. This man probably got a whole nother family somewhere else and I wouldn't be shocked or surprised at all. But she up here tripping. She wasn't tripping when he was putting a ring on her finger, proposing to her while he was married. How you think that other woman felt? How you think Taryn felt? You thought she was happy about that? Did she throw you a parade? Did she bake you a cake? I don't think she did. She said she didn't. So now you want to pump all the brakes and you want to put a halt to everything. Everything got to be ran by you because you're not comfortable and happy with the situation when the foot is on the oven. This sound a lot like Berta and Danielle to me. Okay? Because you could take it, but you can dish it, but you can't take it. So that's really where we at with this couple. That's really where we at this week. It ain't really much going on. I mean, they keep giving us tips and taps and tips and taps, and it's 5-6 couples, and we only got an hour, and we still on the first date. We still at the first night. I mean, come on. We still introducing a couple, but still giving us no information. Like, oh, how long is y'all gonna drag this out? But you know what? Guess who gonna be here for it? She, her, me. I am. And if you interested in this, give me a like. All you gotta do is hit that thumbs up button below. Comment. What you think? Subscribe. I'm gonna be here. Look, y'all, I think I have proven that I'm gonna be here. I done came to you 3 episodes in a row. I feel like I'm doing good. I'm going to be here. As long as they keep with the foolery, I'm going to be here with the foolery. But until then, I'm out of here.